Hello Sagittarius, it's Lisa, and here is your April 8th to 14th, 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. Okay, so Sagittarius, let's see what's in store for you this week. The overall message for you is the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is all about earning your success. It's just kind of gathering lessons. You've gathered a lot of lessons. There's some things you need to learn. Be open to learning them. The great thing about this card is you're coming out of kind of rough waters. They're calling it like hard lessons, and you're moving towards calmer, more streamlined lessons. And some of your goals and the destination is not that far off, but they're just really, the feeling of it is just kind of like you have more to learn, just keep going. The challenge that you have this week, Sagittarius, is letting go of certain things in order to move forward, to find the things that are waiting for you. Yeah, it's interesting because they're saying the challenge is kind of, it almost feels like the challenge is actually that you think that there's more out there. There is more out there, but it's kind of like looking at situations and saying, yeah, but is there more? Like, I don't, it's hard to explain. Like, it just feels like, indecision, or kind of looking at something and going, you know, should I let go of this because, you know, there might be bigger and better out there, when really you have something really good, right? You just you have to learn some things through it. It's an interesting thing. It's kind of like the challenge is you want to abandon something or let something go and move forward, when really you just have to learn some lessons and move through it. And then it's a big adventure. It's an interesting energy. The card of where you need to focus on right now is, so the Emperor is several things. The Emperor can be someone of authority. It can be a spouse or a boss or someone that you're like, ooh, they're, you know, awesome. They may be like, you're kind of dealing with them and trying to kind of figure things out with them. And really all you have to do is just be yourself, right? Just be 100% yourself, communicate, do all that kind of stuff. Someone of authority is kind of like there. It can be even a situation of authority that's there and you're just kind of trying to figure it out. And all you have to do is just be you. But the great thing about this is that you do get to really positive results. Your hard work pays off, right? And then if it doesn't involve anything like that, it can be just that you just have to work hard and then it will all pay off, right? So you just learn your lessons, keep going forward. There's always lessons to learn, and it will all pay off. It will all come together, okay? And then what you don't see coming will reveal in a moment. So it just feels almost like a growth period or a learning period of something, and then it's all gonna pay off in the long run. So it's just earning your success. There's this new beginning, this new way of moving forward. It can be an actual new project, and it's really fulfilling. And it's just learning what you need to learn through this phase. For some people, if it's not like a project, it can be just a new way of approaching things. And it's learning kind of how to move through this phase. And then the King of Cups is about just focus on what you can control, let go of what you can't control. Just focus on your actions and your attitude and just do that. And everything else you can't control. You can't make other people do things. You can't make things, you know, happen. You can't force things to happen. You can only make things happen through your actions. And then if they're meant to be, they will all play out, okay? But there's just this kind of like focus and learn what you need to learn as you go through this new phase. The challenge is, again, it's like, I don't know if it's like wanting to abandon something. It could be different for all of you, but it's kind of like, oh, I just want to let that go and move forward, right? Instead of going through the process. And some of you might be like, if it is a project or something that you've done, it's kind of like, oh, I want to let go of some other stuff. And it's like, you know what? You need to learn to balance both of these. It's like the grass. The scenario they keep giving me is like a smorgasbord or like a buffet line. And it's kind of like, oh, there's so much food. Like, do I pick this or do I pick that? Because there's that. And it's like, oh, well, I'll abandon what I love because there might be something better. And it's like, do you want to do that? Right? Like, it might not be better on over there. And yeah, like a grass is greener on the other side kind of thing, right? So it's kind of like, they're just telling you to not do, but the challenge is you want to kind of let go of some things and move forward. And it's kind of like, just hold on and learn what you need to learn and then make a decision, whether you abandon this thing or not. The moon is that the things are not very clear. So that's what's kind of making you think like, oh, it's like the path isn't very clear. The moon might be messing you up, that the eclipse is on the 8th, which is really kind of messing a lot of things up before and going to be a little bit after. So it's just things aren't very clear. But if you continue to move forward, it becomes clear. So it's almost like just be patient and let things fall in line. And then the Chariot is move forward with balance. You're moving away from negative, you're moving towards positive, but just do it with balance. Don't rush forward, don't just drop something. Yeah, it just feels very much like just take the steps forward with balance and learn what you need to learn. So where they want you to focus on, again, it could be someone of authority where it's just kind of like, okay, I need to, or a place of authority. It can be a person. And it's just kind of like, how do I work with this new person or this person and make the success that I want to make, right? It's kind of like this challenge with this person. And it's really all you have to do is just be 100% yourself and just move forward, make sure you're communicating, work hard at it. And then it all works out, right? And if it's not involving a person or a situation, then it's just kind of like, know that if you work hard and be 100% yourself, it's all going to pay off. The Hierophant is, you might want to speak with someone who is an expert in whatever this is. It could be a therapist, a counselor. It could be a headhunter if it's a job, someone else who does what you are doing. And this person has no agenda other than to see you succeed, right? If you succeed, they succeed. You might have to pay them, right? If it's like a professional, but they really, all their job is to see you succeed, right? So it's listening to them and taking their advice, because sometimes we do that, but we don't take their advice. It's about taking their advice and using their wisdom to move and their insight to help you move towards your goals. And then when you do, things move forward really fast. Yeah, and it moves you towards the goals that you want to see. It's almost like the lessons, like this process is not a long process. It happens quicker than you think, is sort of what they're saying. This growth or this thing that you need to learn happens quicker than you think. And then what you don't see coming, Sagittarius, is the 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands is about looking back, and they're telling you not to do that. Don't go, like, we can reminisce and look back to the past and mistakes we've made. You can't go back and change them. You can't go back and live there. It's all about the now. It's kind of like, let go of whatever happened, right? The past is the past. What's going on right now? Focus on the now, focus on the present and what you need to do right now and what the truths are right now. And then just do that every day. Focus on the now, focus on being present. And then just work hard at achieving what it is you want to achieve. You might need to learn some new things, a new way of doing something, gathering some information, but it ends up being very successful. And then they're telling you that you have the strength to go through this process and this growth. It feels very much like growth of you, growth of a situation. Just don't abandon something so quickly or let go of even, say if you started doing something new and you're still doing like kind of two things, it's like, don't let go of the one thing yet. You have some things still to learn. Maybe you're able to do all of it instead of just saying one thing. Maybe it's that this one thing's not going to work out and you still want to do the other thing. I'm not sure, but they're just telling you to not rush forward with abandoning something yet. Okay? Very interesting. Anyways, thank you so much, Sagittarius, for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you could like and share my videos, that really helps. Have a fabulous week, and I'll talk to you soon.
Worry works. 90% of the things you worry about never happen.